Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 what's going on? I see you. I see you out there. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. To OGs and young bosses. We bounce back when we take losses. I pray that you get prayed for. I pray that we can make more to OGs and young bosses. But yo, I'm just grateful for another Wednesday. I'm just here trying to keep the mood going. Change is coming. We got the fall equinox. Let me see. It's not on a fixed day. What are some things about the fall equinox? The fall equinox, how does it affect people? The autumnal equinox affects the earth and humans in many ways. One of the most notable effects of the autumnal equinox passes is the reduced amount of daylight savings. Some people suffer from the seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, due to the decreased amount of sunlight. Some people just, they can't stand not having the sun. What are some of the other things with the autumnal equinox? 5 facts about the autumnal equinox. Interesting facts about the autumn equinox. Equinox is an instantaneous phenom. Day and night are not precisely 12 hours each. Equinox does not occur on a fixed day. Equinox is seen with the stars of the northern lights. Woo! Northern Lights, a phenomenon going on there. Harvest moon is in the autumn equinox. Equinox is once marked the start of the new year. So some people say it's an Indian summer. There's a lot of things that go on. But why do I talk about the fall equinox or the changing of the seasons, which is going to happen on the 23rd of September here in America? It's because change is coming. We go from summer into fall. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Yeah, this was a crazy summer, for a lot of people. Got sick, a lot of things happened, stuff was going on. But we're still here. People been going through stuff. COVID is ramping up. Trump is getting arrested. Ukraine is in war. The economy is going up and down. The stock market is doing what it's doing. They got migrant crisis, immigrant crisis, all kind of crises, all kind of things happen with politics. People still beefing and warring and going through other nonsense that they go through. Things happen in the world. I try to focus on the good things and the positive things that may come. And the thing about the fall is it's one of my favorite seasons. I mean, I love the fall. I don't know what season is the best season for you. So for anybody that goes through this again and watches this again, I would like to know what your favorite season is. Is it fall? Is it spring? Is it summer? Is it winter? Is it a combination of both? I like to make the joke that we don't really get full seasons anymore because of climate change. We just get what do you call it? Hot and cold streaks. So that's just what that is. But for me, I'm grateful to be around for another season. I'm grateful to be in another part of life, where you get to transition. I like the fall leaves as they come down and they change colors. I like to see people, as they, bundle up and they wear, different clothing, different hoodies and sweaters and jackets. I'm not the biggest fan of winter. That's when it gets a little too cold. And I'm interested to see, how quickly the snow comes. I'm a fan of, what people dress up for, during Halloween and stuff like that. I do like Thanksgiving. I'm not too big of a fan of Thanksgiving as I used to be because you got to cut back on the eating. You got diabetes, high blood pressure, all these different things that come about and, manifest themselves, from, a gluttony or overeating and doing those big things like that. I don't eat as much as I used to, but still need to lose the weight, still need to do what I got to do. And that's what that is. But not judging anybody for, loving Thanksgiving, getting your eat on. Of course, you got your family and all that other stuff that happens. A lot of things happens in the fall. You got people going back to school. You got elections coming up, both federal, state, local, all these different things. If you're into voting, if you're not into voting, you have, different movies that come out. You have different shows that people like to see. You have different events that people, award seasons, as far as maybe people have company, parties and stuff like that they go to. It's different things that you're ramping up and getting ready for. And you just got a chance to reflect on the year. This is one of those times for me, at least just before the winter comes. I try to, go through my mental Rolodex and look at the things that happen. And then for me, why is one of the big deals is because, of course, in the fall season when I was born, my birthday's coming up. And it's not so much about celebrating a birthday, but, you're getting older, reflecting on life. I'll be 43 this year. I know I look like a young illusion. Some people say I still look like I'm in my 30s, but that's because I got the beard and all that and the old man. And I'm thinking about using the what you call them, the just for men, trying to dye the beard. I don't want to look too old. I don't want to look too crazy. I remember one time I was helping somebody in the Bronx over here in New York up with their strollers outside of the train station over on Fordham Road. And the guy looked older than me that saw me doing it. But, I was, think, 33 or 34 at the time. And the dude looks at me and says, "Hey, you all right? You got it, Pops?" I'm like, "Pops? In my 30s, dude, you look like you about 40, 45, 50." But, hey, people got their thing. Somebody say, and many people say, it's not, how old you are, but how old you feel, and taking care of your body and doing all the things that you need to do in order to, make things work and do what you need to do. And, like I said, hey, to each his own. Everybody has their own thing that they need to do. Why? And I guess I ask this question for anybody that watches this or looks at this, in the replay and live. When it comes to the fall season, what do you look forward to this time of year? What are some of the things that get you excited about the fall season? Because we all live in different regions. Some people live in different, parts of the countries, of course, north, south, east, west. Some people live overseas, of course. What do you look forward to when the seasons change? Because everybody has different things. Is it the festivals that come up? Is it the holidays? Is it the weather? Whatever it is. Some people like the summer. There's nothing wrong with that. My condolences to the people that are gonna mourn the loss of the summer. But for those people out there that are worried about the loss of the summer, just hang tight, get through this fall season, get through this winter, the spring, and the summer will be back around. For those people that like that heat, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. But I guess when it comes to it, I would rather the heat over the cold. But that's the thing with age, because when I was young, I didn't care. It could be 10 below, 12 below, I don't care, 0 below, whatever below, and I'm outside. But you get older. Arthur, I don't got arthritis, but that bones, that windshield hits you, and then you're like, woo, woo. So I don't know about that, but yeah, it is a time, and seasons change, and as the song goes, as the songwriter said, seasons change, and people do too. There's people that have fallen outs with each other. There's people who go into one season and they kind of just shed, relationships and, friendships, or, maybe they're not as close as they once was. Seasons do things to people. You have a time where you really don't see a person for a while. And then they come back, maybe they gain weight, maybe they lost weight. People suffer from depression at this time of year. Hopefully you have somebody to talk to or reach out to somebody if that's something that you struggle with, but around this time of year, people do have a tendency to get depressed, or, have a, tendency to shut off or close back in, because you may not have the ability or the finances to do the things that you may want to do. But I do encourage people to, see the bright side of things and be grateful for what you have and look at what you got going on, So I don't know. It's just one of those things where I just try to be grateful and look at things, from objective perspectives. And I'm just glad to be here, man, in this moment, in every moment, the good, the bad, the ugly. Hopefully you are the same. And, I just try to put it all in perspective. Yo, Llama Monster, I appreciate you for coming through to the chat. Thank you for holding me down, always being supportive. I definitely need to come over by your channel. Thank you for catching me live. Thank you for anybody else that has supported me, that continues to support me, because it is not lost on me. And I know you don't have to spend a second, a minute, an hour, whatever it is, watching my content. And, like I said, again, I'm always grateful. I'm always grateful to the people. On that note, see you next time.